Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nora Ain. Today I will share to you some information on types of surveying for land title in Malaysia. At the end of this topic, you will able to differentiate the types of surveying practice for land title adopted by licensed land surveyor. Surveying for land title is necessary to ensure the successfulness of the Malaysia's development. There are few types of surveying practice for land title registration. The first one is a survey for first alienation. State authority shall have power to alienate state land with the provision of Section 76 under National Land Code. The second one is a survey for land development. The successful of development projects in Malaysia involving few types of title surveys. And then the third one is a survey for land acquisition. The state authority can acquire any land for any public purpose under Section 3 in bracket 1 in Land Acquisition Act 1960. Next is the survey of land having natural boundary. Several alienated land before comments of the Section 353 National Land Code is having boundaries consisting of natural features. And the last is a survey for mining lease. Mining is a state matter, but state authority has no power to dispose land for mining purpose under Section 42 in bracket 2 of National Land Code. The first types of surveying for land title is survey for first alienation. Survey for first alienation is only carried out on land that has been given approval for alienation by the state authority and qualified title has been issued. The survey is carried out for the purpose of planting boundary marks physically on the ground so that the land or the lot can be identified clearly without any ambiguity. From this point, you will find the survey purpose of alienation under the final title. Land shall be surveyed according to Section 396 under National Land Code 1965. Determine the boundary as close as possible to which it has been indicated in the plan. Maintain the approved area. In certain circumstances, it may slightly differ but not exceed to any substantial extent. Refer to state authority if the area differ too much. And no person to whom any land is alienated shall have any claim against the authority if the area is smaller than the provisionally approved. Okay, the second types of surveying for land title is survey for land development. The successfulness of development projects in Malaysia involving the following activities. The first is survey matters pertaining to subdivision of lands, and then a survey matters pertaining to partition of lands, survey matters pertaining to amalgamation of land, conversion of land, surrender and realienation of land. Subdivision of land. This survey normally applies if you have huge acres of land that want to sell in small pieces, such as 1 acre. You can easily sell the land and the price also will be in high margin compared with big acres. You need to do is just transfer the title name to the buyer name without much trouble, and it is straightforward trading. Partition of land. If you have one single title with many names and you want to split the land into a quarter for each name, then you should use partition of land for this case, so that each name has their separate lot with new separate title. Amalgamation of land. Any person in whom two or more contiguous lots of alienated land are vested under separate registry or land office title or qualified title in continuation of final title, may, with the approval of State Director of Land Administrator, amalgamate those lots into one to be held by him under a single title. Conversion of land. Land conversion allows the landlord to apply to the state authorities to change the land category, for example, from agriculture category to industrial. And then to cancel express conditions and restriction in interest, for example, the land that we use under the condition and restriction as a factory. The third one is to change the use of the land or to impose the new condition to the use of the new land. And then to amend express conditions or restrictions in interest and to impose new express condition and restriction in interest. Next is surrender and realienation of land. Any one or more contiguous lots held by the same proprietor are surrendered to the state authority on condition that certain portions of the land be immediately realienated to the proprietor in different units. In other words, if previously a lot of 10 hectares is surrendered to the state authority, then the land will be realienated back in smaller units, usually for housing development, commercial and industrial areas. All portions of the land reserved for roads, playground, TNB lot, water tank and etc. will not be given back to the proprietor. Okay, now survey for a land acquisition. Land acquisition is a state matter and the executive power of this action is under the state government. Okay, Article 76 in bracket 4 under Federal Constitution was allowed the Parliament to draft the land laws and regulation of ensuring the uniformity of law and policy between the states. Land Acquisition Act 1960 is an act relating to the acquisition of land, the assessment of compensation to be made on account of such acquisition, and other matters incidental thereto. Basic principle of land acquisition is stated under Article 13 in Federal Constitution that no person shall be deprived of property save in accordance with law, and no law shall provide for the compulsory use or acquisition of property without adequate compensation. Okay, under Section 3 in bracket 1 of Land Acquisition Act, the state authority can acquire any land for these three categories. The first is any public purpose. The second one is by any person or corporation for any purpose which, in the opinion of the state authority, is to the economic development of Malaysia or any part thereof, or to the public generally or any class of the public. The third one is for the purpose of mining or for residential, agricultural, commercial, industrial or recreational purpose or any combination of such purpose. The first purpose is any public purpose such as school, road, highway and hospital. The example of second purpose is residential area. That means the purpose for public and economic development. Rights of the person interested. All person interested can make a claim for compensation to the land administrator within the prescribed time. All person interested can engage a private valuer and the cost can be reimbursed by the government. A person interested is anyone who has an interest in the compensation. Okay, next is a survey of land having natural boundaries. Several alienated land before comments of the section 353 under National Land Code 1965 is having natural boundaries consisting of the natural features as listed: foreshore, coastal line, river or river bank, slope of hill, or any other features that might be changed from time to time. The first case is the situation in which river or riverbank or coastline has changed their directions, advancing into the lot. Then new survey to take into account of the advancement is required. Boundary marks are then planted to follow the new direction of the natural features. For the second case, new boundary survey has also to take into account any seawall, river wall or any structure lawfully erected by the present or previous proprietor, provided the new area does not exceed that which is stated in the title document. Third case is the situation which a river has changed the direction, advancing into the lot and split the lot into two. Then a new survey is required to plant new boundary mark and new CP is prepared with the new lot number. Okay, another types of survey for land title is survey for mining lease. Laws and regulations related to mining surveys are not standardized for every state in Malaysia because each state has their own laws and regulations, but basically the principle is the same. Mining is a state matter, but state authority has no power to dispose land for mining purpose under the section 42 in bracket 2 of National Land Code. The approval of mining lease is under the State Council. There are two categories of survey for mining lease. The first one is state land and the second one is alienated land. Okay, for the state land, if the area approved for mining has not been surveyed, the ordinary cadastral survey is required. The new boundary marks to be planted and then maintain the approved area. Road reserve need to be established on existing road through the mining area. River reserve is not required and also to prepare the new certified plan. The second one is alienated land. Normally, mining activity may require large area consists of many alienated land parcels. The parcels need to be amalgamated into a single lot and then the parameter boundary of the mining area will be compiled from existing certified plans. All existing marks within the mining area will not be shown in a new CP because those marks will be destroyed during mining activities. Mining survey is necessary to define the mining boundaries and to prepare a plan for mining lease. What is mining lease? Mining lease is a title document issued by the state authority which allows mining activities for a certain period of time. Any person or body can apply for a mining lease. Certified plan for mining lease could only be prepared after the issuance of the mining certificate. Normally, it takes longer time to prepare a mining lease due to field survey procedures. Therefore, the survey department will be requested to prepare mining certificate plan. The boundary of the proposed mining lot will be portrayed and scaled. How about mining certificate? Mining certificate is a document issued to any person in which a mining lease has been approved to allow them to perform mining activities prior to the issuance of a title. It is a temporary document pertaining to registration of mining lease. A miner can therefore perform any mining activities while waiting for a mining lease. Okay, that's all for this topic. Thank you for watching.